These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, 30 base. 80 weapon.
Here we go. Check 4, check 4.
Ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Alert 3. Let's go.
Hey, seam 6. Right here. 5.
Second and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Topper!
Kill.
Get it!
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wide, get wide.
6-6, pull it high. Yep. Now.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Switch.
General West. Yo.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
You draw Corker. Hey, shoot. They go.
On second and 11 now. Fitzgerald. That'll be complete to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty good.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Watch the run. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, high 7. 2.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Complete. Smith has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
60 outlaw.
53, check 53.
13, spell, 5.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You ready?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie.
58's the money. Yeah, that's
Now.
2nd and 14. Open man is Trey Burton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Down. 60 or.
Check 53's money. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Too little, cut. Share. Watch twist.
80 weapon. Get up.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Check cross.
Hey, exit. Yes. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught by Cohen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ready? 8, read.
20. Let's go one more.
Hey!
I got him.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 23 yards on the play.
On the ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
move. Yo, go. Ready?
From the gun, Fitzgerald. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Let's go, boy, bring it up.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, pick up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Go, go.
Crunch. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Get it.
Again, it's Cohen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
X3, 218, chop.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Go.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
10 logo.
Right there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Go. Sleep grip.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. Looking left side, and it's complete.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Hey, Foxtrot.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. It's caught. Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Shoot.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Daniels. And he's got his man on the out route. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Here we go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, high 7.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. And he comes back with one complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he will find his man on the outside. And it's a fumble. I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We're going to shut you down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you...
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 87 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This will be taken very short. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking a big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Mike, 20.
Yep.
20. It's going to be a long...
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ready.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Yeah.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try again with Cohen. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now.
I'm coming after you.
Big River.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. Now a desperation throw, deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat.